Rule 24F. As between two players, when one is following the ball and the other meeting the ball. Regardless of their respective angles, a player following the ball has the right of way over a player meeting the ball, other than a player meeting the ball with the line of the ball on the offside, who has not crossed and does not subsequently cross the line of the ball at an unsafe distance in front of the player following the ball. A player meeting the ball in this fashion has the right of way over a player following the ball.
You've got two players going in opposite directions. Either player will be all right if he never crosses the line to get to his offside, and after he hits, he doesn't have to cross the line.
Here, the player meeting the ball in the dark jersey is fouled by two players following the ball in light jerseys. The player in the dark jersey turns to meet the direction the ball is traveling. He is on the offside of the line. The players in light jerseys are following the direction the ball is traveling. The first gets on top of the line, and the ball hits his pony and stops. The second light player must cross from the near side to reach the offside. Both light players foul. This graphic describes the various directions from which a player may approach the ball. The green quadrant is basically a safe area from which to make most plays at the ball. From the green quadrant, a player is traveling in the direction the ball is traveling and is approaching the line from the left or offside. The red quadrant signifies danger. It is virtually impossible to make a play on a ball from this quadrant if any other players are traveling in the direction the ball is traveling. The yellow quadrants are cautionary areas. As discussed in the near side section, certain important conditions must be met before a player may make a play from either of these near side quadrants. Here is another example of a player meeting the ball who has the right of way over a player following the ball. The player in the dark jersey on the white pony is following the direction the ball is traveling, but crosses in front of his opponent in the light jersey who is meeting the direction the ball is traveling. Therefore, the player meeting the ball, in this case light, has the right of way, because as the rule states, he has the ball on his offside and does not cross at an unsafe distance to put it there. Foul on the player in the dark jersey.
The right of way is the space you occupy to get to the ball, to hit the ball on your offside. Now in polo, we can cross the line anytime we want, at any speed we want, at any angle we want, at any distance in front of another player on the line that we want, as long as we do not commit any degree of danger to ourselves, our horse, the other player, or the other guy's horse.
Although the player on the black pony is following the direction the ball is traveling, he crosses at an unsafe distance in front of his opponent on the white pony who is meeting the direction the ball is traveling. This is a reverse angle replay of the previous live-action example. Note that the player in the light jersey, who is meeting the ball on his offside, can make a safe offside play on the ball. However, the player in the dark jersey, who is following the direction the ball is traveling, must cross to get to his offside play at the ball, and fouls by doing so.
The player who can start with it on his offside and keep it on his offside has the right of way over a player who has to cross it to get there to put it on his offside.
In this example, the teammate of the player hitting in also fouls by crossing to get to the offside. As the ball is hit in, the player in the light jersey turns to meet it on his offside. The light player's opponent in the dark jersey, however, who is following the ball, must cross in front of him from the near side to put the ball on his offside. Because he crosses at an unsafe distance, the dark player fouls. Here, the player in the dark jersey knocks in short of his teammate, who turns back to meet the direction the ball is traveling and places his mount on the offside of the line. Dark turns to meet the ball on his offside. Both light players start from the near side of the line and can only get to the ball and the offside shot their opponent has left them by crossing over in front of him. Foul on light.
This player who crosses, and that's the key word, crosses the line to hit the ball on his offside, has created a dangerous situation and therefore fouled.
This graphic illustrates how a player following the ball can foul by crossing from the offside to the near side. The player on the black pony is following the ball on the offside. However, after taking a back shot, he allows his horse to cross the line in front of his opponent, who is safely meeting the ball on his offside. Although he starts with the line on the offside, the player on the black pony does not keep the line safely on his offside and therefore fouls his opponent. Although the old meeting following rule did not specifically favor the player meeting the ball, even if he did do so safely, such a play was often called in his favor. For clarification, the revised rule now specifically favors whichever player, the one following or meeting the ball, who does so safely.
There's a misconception, especially among players just starting out, that crossing the line is always a foul. It's not always a foul. It's getting in somebody's right-of-way.
Here, both players meet from off the line at equal angles to the ball. Assuming no other player has the right-of-way, they can safely meet right hand to right hand and cross without fouling.
Two players can meet the ball from anywhere and not foul somebody as long as there's time and there's distance. So two players could meet each other as long as they both are right hand to right hand, don't get in each other's way, and aren't fouling somebody farther up the line, then they can do that safely without fouling.